Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All those things we didn't get to during the course of the show today.
I was ready.
I thought you said okay.
No,
you said literally said okay.
No, you said let me know when you're ready, and I said okay.
Yeah, does that not sound like okay? I'm ready.
That sounds like I will tell you when I'm ready.
Really? I interpret that as okay. I'm ready. Like we're good to go.
No.
Oh, we'll wait on you. No, you're fine. We'll wait. Whatever you need to do. I know you have things that you have to wrap up after the show that you're doing, and that's fine. You take your time.
Okay.
How you been, Gavin?
I'm good.
Good. Gavin's ready.
Can't wait to start. Well, she has more in-show responsibilities.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm ready.
That okay sounds the same. That sounds like the same
okay.
She
Now
followed-
I'm ready.
She followed it with him.
That was the same okay. All right. Okay, let's get going here. Remember when we were talking about that football coach a while ago who was praying on the 50-yard line after the games, and then he got fired, and then it was a few years of a court battle, and then he got reinstated, and then I think he retired.
After.
I literally think he won, and then was like, "I'm out, peace out." Well, they're actually making a movie about it called Average Joe, based on the life of football coach Joe Kennedy, and it stars Eric Close from Nashville and American Sniper. I don't know who he is. I never watched Nashville. I saw American Sniper, and I love that movie, but I didn't know which character he was. And then Amy Acker from Ordinary Angels, which I really liked Ordinary Angels. I thought that was a good movie. And then, but again, this is it, man, from the award-winning director from God's Not Dead. That right there tells you what this movie's going to be.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, because this is a movie that's all about, faith being persecuted in real life, and God's Not Dead is that whole franchise. And so I kind of know what to expect out of this one. And I love the story, but I'm like, I kind of know what I think is the whole story. So unless you're going to add some super personal drama in there, I don't know what else this story has to make it a movie.
Maybe they add why he was so strong in his faith, his upbringing or something.
Yeah, he was a product of, I think, the foster system. Then went on to be a military guy for 20-something years, and so
that's something.
Well, what's interesting about real life stories, though, is that even true life stories, most of them, when they're say based on a true story, they have to add some key point in it that makes it more exciting.
Yes.
Like if you look at the end of I Can Only Imagine, and not the part I was in, the very end, the getting the last line of the movie, not important, but
not inspirational at all.
Right, but if you look at the end where Amy Grant is on stage gonna sing his song I Can Only Imagine, and then she's like, "Oh, that just doesn't feel right. Bart, you just get on up here, you lovely little man that wrote this great song, and come on and sing it for the people. They need to hear your voice. I can only imagine." Crowd goes crazy. Never happened. That was never part of the story.
But it makes for a great theatrical ending.
Exactly.
It's
so
still a movie.
Right, but see, that's where you say based on a true story, because you have to add certain things into these things that make them better. Very few just straight up life stories are like, holy cow, that has a story arc. It has every bit of what a story arc is. And so I'm curious, what will they add? That's the frustrating thing, though, to me about based on true stories, is you don't know what is really true and what isn't. Because then you walk away thinking, oh, I know this whole story. And then you're telling somebody and they're like, what? That wasn't what really happened. So anyway, so if you like those movies, that is coming out. So I thought that was interesting. This was crazy. Do you remember the name Jillian Michaels by any chance?
Yeah, she was the one that was on Biggest Loser or something.
Yes, good job. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised myself.
Do you know that one, Gavin?
Nope.
Okay. So, yeah, she was a trainer for Biggest Loser. And the headline is, "The Golden State has lost its sheen for Jillian Michaels," because she was a California native, and she is like, deuces, I'm out of here. A lot of people are leaving California because it's gotten so expensive to live there because of all their social programs. Gavin Newsom is in a lot of hot water because he promised all these things and then has no way to pay for them. So now he's having to backtrack on all those social programs that he was wanting to do because, surprise, surprise, you have to pay for all the freebies you give people. Somebody's footing that bill, you know? And so a lot of Californians, and I still have dear friends that are in California, like, this is horrible. Like, we want out of here so bad, but we're too tied to this community. But they're making their plan to exit, as she did, which is interesting. But here's what's the fascinating part about this. And I loved what she said. She's always been very outspoken. She says, I grew up here. I'm a woman. I'm a gay woman. My mom's a Jew. My dad's an Arab. I have a black kid. I hold 1 million cards in your game of woke victimology poker.
Ooh,
when you
I
have
like
me
that.
running from my home, maybe you've gone too far. So this is a lady that, exactly, this is a lady that would tick off so many boxes of all the things that they're doing. They're like, oh, woe is me, and things are so bad. We got to protect you, and we're your government, and we're your friend, and this is how you should feel. And she's like, absolutely not. This is a lady that worked hard to rebuild her life and lose weight and be, you know, in shape. And she's not a lay down and take it person, you know. But what I love that quote, because she sees it for what it is. You got all these celebrities talking about how, you know, California is great and we're doing it right and we're doing all the pride stuff and we're doing all this and we're forcing trans agenda into our schools so our kids can be more loving and all this stuff. You are destroying California. I mean, and that's going to have a ripple effect. But when you see people like this, who you would think would be on the side of all of that, saying, I've had enough. It's gone too far.
So she's moving because she's frustrated with trying to keep up?
No,
because
she thinks they're wrong. Yeah, because she thinks they've stepped too far. All of the woke stuff they've gone to, even for her, is too far. Like, listen to what she said. Like, I know this is all like gender stuff, and I understand that. Like, some people don't want to listen to that, so that's fine. But I think it's important. She says, regarding gender affirming care. Okay, so here's a person that is a lesbian, so you think she's going to be fine with this, like everybody else in the LGBT community. But she says she condemned the legislation, condemned it, that allows children to irreparably change their bodies. Like, she is saying, no, that's not good. That's not healthy. What? And again, you would think she's the one that's going to be on your side. And she's going, no. She's adding common sense from the left back into it because that's what they need. And she says, you know, if my son came to me and or my daughter and said, hey, I think I'm trans, I'd say, okay, well, you know, you want to do this, you want to dress like this, and you want me to call you whatever. Okay, fine. Let's explore it. I love you. I'm cool with that, but we're going to do this in a safe way, and you are not changing your body until it's fully developed, and then we can have that conversation, but conversation's over for now. You know? And so, like, it's interesting because even she sees the idea of you're making lifelong, life-altering decisions as an 8-year-old that has no idea what you're feeling.
Well, and you're giving them hormone injections or medicine that could ultimately end their life.
I love that right-wing date right stuff guy that makes all these, you know, quick videos and observations. And I know a lot of people find him like super right-wing and offensive or whatever, but he's like, if my kid comes to me and tells me he's a pirate at 8, we don't cut off his leg. You know, and that's exactly it. You have this is where when someone says, hey, I'm feeling these things, this is where you have to walk through it with them. And look, I have a personal story with someone in my family that was in this place. Is like, look, I feel like I'm a girl. Like, oh gosh, okay, well, here we go. And so my thing on it was, look, regardless of what you think, I'm going to tell you what I think. I don't think that's real. I think you are buying into what people are telling you, and you're looking for something that makes you feel better. And I think there's a bigger issue than that, okay? And B, I love you. Like, I'm always going to be here for you. I'm always going to be in your life. I'm not going to leave you because of this. But I'm also not going to just say this is healthy for you, because I don't believe that it is. And it's like, and those conversations, and my wife had those conversations with this person and stuff, and his family started having those conversations with him. And then, you know, a year later, like, you know, and you stay in with him and stuff, those feelings are gone, you know. But had we just been like, oh yeah, you should totally do this. Oh, absolutely. Instead of speaking truth in love, this kid would be altered forever, you know? And I don't think that's, this whole mindset right now of, we'll just let everyone do what they feel is not kind. You think you're being loving, but it's not kind. You're doing the worst thing you can for people who are lost and are confused and are hurt, instead of dealing with them as a person and loving them and trying to guide them into a healthy place. When you let broken people just make decisions, it never goes well. You never make decisions out of anger or fear. Those two things will lead you to really bad places every time. So anyway, that is that. I'm going to tell a joke now so that we can make a great transition.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, good.
Because these Gen Zers, I've got a list of the Gen Zers are sharing the trends they wish their own generation would stop doing.
Okay.
Interesting.
What you got?
One of the first ones is side-by-side texting. So I've never seen this in the real world,
right.
But they claim that a lot of Gen Zers will be sitting right next to each other, I guess with a group of people, and they'll text one another instead of just talking in person.
So
and
weird.
so some Gen Zers are like, stop that. Just talk like a normal human being.
Now, that is weird. Now, in meetings, it's vital.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
people
yeah,
are
that makes
saying
sense.
when people
Yeah.
are saying crazy lunatic things, and you're like,
Yes.
If you're out to lunch
yeah.
or something, you're
Yeah.
sitting at the table at McDonald's and
yeah,
I
to
will
the
say-
person next to you.
I will give a PSA, though, on that. So we found out from someone that we work with that he was texting one of his coworkers, and she was sharing her screen, and then her texts were coming up on the shared screen. Which
that's
is
funny.
So great.
So make sure you're not sharing your screen.
Oh, it's so great. Yeah, when we do Zoom meetings and we're texting each other, and then we're trying, like, you have to not laugh, and you're like, because your face is on there. Yeah, so I don't want to get rid of that. I had a friend of mine. This is back flip phone T9 stuff. Was in his house. His wife and he both worked from home, and I had called him. I think I was like, "Hey, do you want to go do dinner or whatever tonight?" And he's like, "All right, let me check with my wife." And I said, "Okay, I'll wait," and because we're on the phone talking like humans. And he's like, "Okay, I'll text her." Like, literally, she's 2 doors down. Like, walk over there and text and then say, "Hey, you want to do this?" But he's like texting her, and then I'm waiting for the text. He's like, "Oh, she's not answering her text right now." Like, I'm like, "You just got screened."
I will say that because we had somebody coming to our house these last couple of days and changing our back door on the house, and Haley was just like laying in bed, and I was out there so that I could see everything, make sure nothing happened crazy.
Sure.
And it's like she's sitting there, doors closed, so the dogs are in there with her, and I was texting her for like an hour.
Oh, yeah. That's a little different, I guess, and she's pregnant. She doesn't need to be walking around.
Mm-hmm.
But even back then, is what I'm saying. It was
that's
like
funny.
Such a long time ago. Because now, I text my wife in the house,
It is
too.
quicker
A lot of
nowadays.
times I'll yell, because I think it's better than texting, "Get me dinner now," to say it. Like, and that way you get the full effect of it, and you hear the hunger.
You don't send a hashtag sandwich?
No. You're like, "Now! Ma! Meatloaf! Now!"
On to
What
number
else?
2, feeding the trolls. So millennials seem to be more conscious of when someone is simply being a troll for attention, whereas Gen Z seems to want to engage and correct bad behavior, which just only reinforces it.
Yeah, it's online. If
Just
you're trying
ignore
to
it.
change anybody's opinion
Yeah, you
online, you are just running your head into a wall.
Number 3 is oversharing. They say it makes people uncomfortable. I think we struggle to understand the line of decorum and that it's good to have those boundaries at work for both yourself and others.
I love
Now, I
oversharing.
wonder if oversharing has to do with, you're oversharing on social media, so you think in real life it's the
Sure.
same thing when
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, IRL
Honestly, you
is
shouldn't
different.
overshare either way. Yeah. Number 4, cancel culture.
My favorite thing is to overshare and hear Betty go, "All right." that makes my day.
Wow. Number 4, cancel culture. I think we are sometimes too sensitive. People make
What? We're too sensitive?
This is coming from a Gen Zer. I think we are sometimes too sensitive. People make mistakes, and that doesn't necessarily make them a bad person or someone we should cancel.
That's
There you
very
go.
aware.
Well, that is very aware. It's very true, though, too. But what happened is the truth of the matter is cancel culture stopped working, which is I'm so happy about. Like, it started backfiring on all these whiny, woke individuals that thought, "I'm going to ruin your life because you made me sad." And then all of a sudden, it's like that person's life got better. Now I'm really mad. Why aren't people listening to me? I'm right. I'm on the right side of history, and I'm so smart, and I'm so sensitive to everyone. Why don't you love me?
Another one, being disrespectful. They feel like they can do and or say anything they want whenever they want. They think it's cool to just disrespect teachers and other people in authority while their friends film it.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Entitlement.
Yeah, entitlement's something I've always had a problem with.
And the teachers
people.
can't discipline or do anything because then the parents are going to come and be like, why did little Johnny get...
Yeah, because they know.
Detention.
They know. Like there was one teacher, like a athlete or coach that went way too far. Recently, there was a video of it. He was the kid's coach, and he was like, "Hey, you are messing around the hall. Give me 10 push-ups right now." And the kid refused, and he runs up behind the kid with a sweater and like has it around his neck and is trying to drag him down.
The coach did?
The coach did, yeah.
Woo.
And it's like,
That's
you know
tough.
what? I know, and he's been fired. He's being sued,
probably a good thing.
and I sent him a Coach of the Year trophy.
I think he needed to take a mental health day.
I think that was a bit of an overreaction.
Just a little.
I do believe that, but I do think not letting kids get away with everything is the problem. Is when I was a kid, this is how old you feel like, oh, when I was a kid, but I was more afraid, not of my principal and, I'm going to get a detention. I was afraid of them going, okay, we're calling your dad, let him know what happened. Oh,
Do not.
yeah, because if I had gotten a detention and my dad would not have come down to the school and went, all right, which one of you teachers is bullying my son? My dad would have walked down to the school and went, all right, which one of you wants to hit him first? Like, you guys, line up.
What do you want to hit him with?
Yeah,
Pick
exactly.
it.
I got a truck
Choose
full
your
of tools.
weapon.
Exactly. I was more afraid of my dad and what he would do than the school. And so that's where we've lost it. Again, this is the breakdown in family. It's like when you lose parents that have control over your kids, then of course they're not going to respect anybody's authority.
They need guidance.
They do. Kids need boundaries as much as you want to be their best friend. Yeah, absolutely. Best friend parenting, that might work 1 out of 1,000 times.
Yeah. Being the internet police. So policing and bullying people online if they're ignorant or on an option, ignorant on an issue.
Yeah.
So you have to talk with them if you want them to change, not call them names.
Oh,
but
yeah.
a lot of Gen Zers are calling names.
Yeah.
And then finally, bringing main character energy.
I love that, Elaine. I do love some of the ways that
Main
they
character
talk.
energy.
Yeah.
It's being loud and making a scene over everything.
Yeah. I have main character energy for days.
Every day
Every
is
day.
main character energy.
We were at work this morning, and Betty had said something. We were prepping for the show, and she said something about like listening or whatever, and then I just put my fingers in my ears, and she's like, it is too early.
It is.
But
I'm
was
not
ready.
in the
I was
mood.
bringing main character energy. That's what I do.
Anyways, that's all I got.
All right, well, birthday!
Yes.
Oh, do you have the one I gave you?
Yes,
Thank you.
I do.
Good. I want to make sure we did this.
So let me get a couple of them.
Okay.
We do have a few. So we've got Toby. His daughter celebrated a birthday on the 9th.
Nice.
Her name was Addie.
Addie, I love that name.
Super creative, cute, and funny. And then Jeff celebrated a birthday on the 8th. Said he
you go.
loves Dragon Force, Striper, and Wally Rants. Doesn't that say something if
Yeah.
he puts Wally Rants on the same as
Sounds
Dragon
angsty.
Force?
Yeah, it means I should have an album. I should have an album of rants.
Wow. And then Megan, today, her husband has a birthday. His name is Trenton. She said, my love is celebrating big time in the month of June. We have our anniversary, his birthday, and Father's Day.
Oh, wow.
But no worries. I got my video game loving husband a PS5 for all
Yes!
these special days. I hope he knows that, or we just ruined the
Oh, that would be really... No, because it was... Oh, boy,
She
yeah.
typed it.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that is bringing cool wife energy for sure.
Oh my-
I can
And then-
tell you this: if you get the racing game, you need the wheel and the glasses,
The F1 game,
the
you're
VR VR2. Oh, it's next level. It's so immersive and it's so great. You'll never have to talk to him again.
Then we have a shout out. Can you wish my son Elijah a happy birthday? He's celebrating on the 16th, so it'll be on
Tomorrow.
Sunday.
Two days.
No, today's the 14th.
Oh, Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Said he'll be 15 and a half
Nice.
years old. 15 and a half. Oh,
Yeah, because she missed his birthday.
Yeah. Well, I forgot to send this email on his actual birthday. He's the middle child, and he was born at Christmas time.
fun.
It's rough. He's super funny, loves Jesus and others well, and is brilliant with engineering and building.
There you go. It's his half birthday.
Yes, and that's from Pamela.
There
so,
you go.
Elijah, if your mom's name is Pamela and you're turning 15 and a half,
Happy birthday! And that brings us to Weekend Plans, Everyone's got them weekend plans. Gavin and I have partial weekend plans on Saturday.
Baby shower.
We're doing the same thing. Yeah, baby shower for baby Bennett. And so that's going to be, I looked through the invite and I don't think I know anybody.
Oh yeah, no, you shouldn't.
I don't. Yeah,
You shouldn't.
I was like, okay, how am I here? I know no one here. I thought maybe Pastor Nick might be there or something like that. He declined. He hasn't RSVP'd yet. And so so that's gonna be a little awkward for me.
Yep.
More so for my wife.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah. So I will be there, and then. I got the thing fixed for my foil, so I'm going to be foiling a little bit.
That's
and
good.
then Father's Day, not sure what I'm going to be doing for Father's Day.
I'm curious, with your daughter being, gone now, does Marty celebrate Father's Day for you in your honor?
Yeah, we go to lunch like we did with Mother's Day. Like I bought her one thing that I thought she would like, and so we used to do a lot more gifts on Father's Day. It was almost like a birthday and Mother's Day, and fortunately we've backed out of that. So now I think we just try to do one nice gift for each other, or a decent gift for each other. And then Haley sent me something, and so I have no idea. But I hope they didn't. I hope that they didn't go nuts, honestly, because I'm not worth it. But anyway.
Are you saying that wanting
Yes.
someone to
Yeah.
explain
No, you're a great
that
dad.
you're worth it?
Yeah, you're a great dad.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm in the wrong room for that.
You are.
is it my turn for weekend plans?
Yeah, go.
Sure.
Take over. Save him.
Okay. So,
back to me.
You're a great dad.
so today I'm doing a Pilates class.
Yay!
This girl, she's a Pilates girl.
The problem with your Pilates, I just thought of this. Here's the
Why
problem
is there
with
a problem?
Is there-
Here's the
have to
problem with
be?
your there's a problem with your Pilates. If Gavin went and did Pilates
Mm-hmm.
and I went and did Pilates, you would see that we were doing Pilates. You'd be like, dang, you've lost so much, you look so good. You already look good. You're already starting from the after model position. You doing Pilates, no one's gonna come up to you and go,
It's not that.
man, are you working out? You look great because you already started it great.
I would like to get toned. That would be nice. Yeah, because right now I'm just super weak and flimsy.
Sure.
But anyways, I'm gonna go do that, and then we're having a celebration for a friend of mine tonight, playing some pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
Then tomorrow, I did decline the baby shower, which I think Gavin understood.
Ish.
No, he understands. But
I'm not hurt.
I got to get ready for Dad's Father's Day gift. I got to make his card. I tried to buy him a card one year, and that was a fail.
Yeah.
He was like, "Thank you, but I really look forward to
I
the
know.
ones you make."
I do too with Haley.
And I haven't started on it, and I have the idea, so I just have to get in it and get out my arts and crafts supplies and make it. Then I went on a shopping spree on Amazon with clothes, and I would say 95% of what I bought did not work. So I
That's
have to
insane.
return everything. So I'm going to be at the
Kohl's.
post office.
Can't you just return to Kohl's?
I got to go to UPS.
Oh, I always choose the Kohl's option.
I don't, because at UPS you can park closer.
Oh my gosh. The
Kohl's, you have to park so far away, and they have those electronic chargers for your Tesla.
Sure.
Who has a Tesla and is shopping at Kohl's?
Let me
Nobody.
ask you this. Can you, when you go to the post office, can you literally just walk in and drop it on a counter?
No, because you have to show them a different barcode for every item.
Right. But you don't have to package it or anything.
No.
Okay. Because Kohl's is great. I love going to Kohl's.
Yeah, they're great.
I walk in and they're like, "Oh, Kohl's return." I go, "Yep." Plop, and then in 2 seconds she's done.
But they'll make you a victim like you fell for when you're walking through trying to get out the door and you see a pair of pants
And they
that
give
you're
you a-
like,
and they give
"Oh,
you
I
a
think-
coupon."
Yeah, I think I can get this for free. And then you get up and they're like, "Dude, this isn't even considered."
My wife and I were in Kohl's the other day, and she's like, "I have a 30% off coupon." I'm like, "Try using it. I dare you." And so she goes to the first thing she found. It was some like dress. She's like, oh my gosh, I love this dress, and with 30% off, it's worth getting. And I go, look at the sign, coupon not available.
See,
like it's the worst. Like anything you really want, the coupon doesn't work.
Kohl's is great at gaslighting.
Oh yeah, Kohl's for sure.
Yeah.
Ross is just like when you've made bad decisions in your life. At least the Ross is by me. And then TJ Maxx lost their way a long time ago. They're too expensive and you don't get much of anything. And the best store for men is Marshall's. Hands down. Marshall's is the best store for guys.
Then on Sunday, I'm going to church with my mom and dad. My dad told me that's all he wants for Father's Day.
To see you in church.
Is for me to go with them to church. So I'll be doing that Sunday and probably spending the whole day with them because we all three have Monday off as well.
Yeah, we do.
So there won't be an Aftercast or a podcast on Monday. Because we'll be spending time with... Well, me and Gavin will be spending times with our dads.
Yeah, mine's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
Jeez.
Wow.
Betty.
Way to go, Ross.
You're bringing main villain energy in here.
No, I'm just letting people know.
Bummer.
Entitled single kid with both my parents' energy.
Oh.
I apologize.
She can't apologize for being younger than you.
Wow.
It's really funny. I have to tell you this. My wife was aghast. I told her the conversation about the baby shower. So Gavin comes in and goes, hey, guys, some friends of ours are throwing us a baby shower. And I just wanted to ask you, would you be interested in coming to that baby shower? And he was like, it's fine. If you're not, it's okay. But just I wanted to ask, And I'm like, oh, yeah, when is it? Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be fun. And Betty's like, is it okay if I take a pass on this? And I'm like, and I'm telling Marty's like, she did? Like right there to his face? I'm like, yeah, she did. She was like, no, I'm not going to your baby shower. Like right to his face. Did that hurt you, Gavin?
No.
It didn't? Did it really?
I think that my understanding of like the level of closeness that we have as friends
Thank you, Gavin. Yeah.
Not like
he realizes we're not.
Yeah, it's not that we're not, but it's like an expectation of like you don't need to come up to this thing on a Saturday morning.
And I will give you something, which I did.
You did? That's inherently all that matters.
So I've really done all that's expected. And do you really want me to tell off on you?
Why? What'd I do?
What did you do?
For the baby shower?
Yes.
What did I do?
Okay.
Be careful, because I don't know.
Okay.
What did I do?
Okay. Because he said you dodged a bullet because he said it's
at
9:30 on a Saturday.
9:30 on a Saturday morning.
I get to sleep in. And he was like, I don't know anybody.
Yeah, I know. I said
you dodged a bullet.
I said you dodged a bullet, but for you, because I'm up early anyway. Like even my wife was like, "This is early." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's 9:30. That's great. You get to go on,
your whole day
do this,
afterwards.
and you still have your day." But I said for you, because you like to sleep. I did say those words. I said you dodged a bullet, Rock, because you love sleeping in, and like you'll sleep until 1 o'clock. Yeah. And so for you, that is dodging a bullet. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I just copped to the fact. I'm not saying anything I wouldn't say to his face. Like I'm not going to know anybody, so there will be a little bit of awkwardness for me. Plus, I'm going to be the oldest person there. Like your family, your family's going to be there.
My grandparents are going to be there.
Oh, that was not helping. That's so funny.
Wow.
My grandparents are going to be there.
And they're like around the same age as
Right,
you.
I know, probably so.
My grandpa's like 80 years old.
Okay, well, that's good. All right. Yeah, who else is going to be there from your family?
Mom, dad, brother, sister,
Nice.
my mom's parents, my dad's mom.
Okay.
That's about it.
That's cool. Well, it'll be good to see your mom and dad because I don't really know them, so it'll be good to hang out with them a little bit. So
What are y'all going to do on Monday that we're off?
I'm going to foil.
What lake are you going out to?
I might go down to Tim's Ford.
I think it's supposed to rain. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Okay, thanks.
She's
She's like, I just need to tinkle on your vacation plans or your day off, your rain on your parade. Yeah, so I've never been down there, and like it's like a really nice lake where people have like Toby have nice lake houses that I've never been to.
Are you going to do anything for Father's Day? Like, is Haley getting you anything for your first?
She got
Is this
me-
considered your first Father's Day?
That's what she like. We've claimed Mother's Day and Father's Day leading up to these things.
Sure.
I did have to clarify that. She only got me this, like the necklace that I showed you the other day. It's got a little thing on it that with Bennett's name.
Oh, nice.
So that was cute.
That's cool.
But it'll be cool because I'll be able to spend Father's Day with my dad.
Yeah.
So I will maybe go get him something today.
Yeah, you might not want to come there empty-handed.
No, but we'll
What are you doing Monday?
Monday, we're looking at Putt Shack, which
Yes.
is this cool mini golf place
good.
in Nashville that looks like it's just a very, very dynamic place. And it's got food, too, so you can go. It looks like you can eat before.
You have to make
putting.
reservations,
That's what
too.
we're going to do.
Yeah,
We're
make
gonna
your
make
reservations.
It might be a dinner thing.
It'll be busy.
Yeah,
Well,
whatever
Monday
we can
won't be
find.
bad. Monday won't be as bad. Like, we
Yeah.
went on a Friday night, and it was packed.
Yeah, Monday, I think it'll make it easier just because I think Father's Day is the day that everything's going to be booked.
You'll play the 9 holes, and then you'll finish that because it does go faster than you want it to go, I think. And then you'll be like, oh, that was fun. Let's play another 9. And you actually can if it's not too packed.
Oh, that's nice.
Because they have 4 different 9-hole courses, I think.
good to know.
It's really well done. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. It's a good time. So yeah, and then we're back for a day. Then we have Juneteenth off, and then
2 days
we finish out
before.
the rest of the week. Yeah, I gotta tell you, Juneteenth feels weird to me.
Yeah.
Like taking it off when the whole thing is the celebration of like the abolishment of slavery, and then we're all like, all us white people are like, yay, we get the day off. It just feels weird to me
don't know.
that it's a company holiday. Like, I get it that you're trying to show respect. I'm not even going to say virtue signal. I'm going to, like, you're respecting the holiday, which I think is a good thing, you know, as a company. But then it's like, we don't have that many.
How do we interact with that?
Yeah, like we don't have that many black people that work for us. And so it literally is a bunch of white people celebrating the end of slavery by doing nothing.
It's just a day off.
Yeah,
Listen,
it is.
I'm not going to complain.
No,
though.
I know.
No, we can't.
But I'm
not gonna
I'm
complain.
just saying it feels weird to me, you know?
I'll get past the weird feeling.
It's almost like it's
When you're waking up at 1 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, oh, I know you will.
In time
I'm
for
curious.
Pilates.
It's almost like because I'm very much not into like segregation of like I don't like Miss Black America, you know, things like that. I don't like when things get isolated out like that. But then there's part of me, and I'm just like saying this stuff off the top of my head, so forgive me or give me a little grace. But like
That's where I would just not say it.
right, but I'm in it now. But like if you were to say you worked at a company and you had black employees that were like, hey, it's a national holiday, we want to take Juneteenth off, and we go, absolutely, you should take Juneteenth off. Good for you. Enjoy it. Celebrate it. It's kind of like Jewish people wanting to have not Shabbat.
Ramadan.
No, that's Muslims.
Is it? Whoops.
Yeah, they're not celebrating Ramadan. Dreidel, I made you out of clay. Come on.
Hanukkah?
Yes, thank you. To have like Hanukkah. Like, I'm never going to take Hanukkah off because it has nothing to do with my culture, you know, and
Yeah.
stuff. And so it's like, it just feels weird. Because if we were all honoring the holiday, really, I mean, all these holidays, like Labor Day, Memorial Day, all of Veterans Day, all these holidays that we get off, that really none of us go and we honor the holiday per se. We literally are all like, just, hey, thanks for the day to not work. You know, I maybe we should be better at, you know, a little bit of honoring the holiday that it is for that day. But I don't know. I'll just do what Betty doesn't sleep in. Yeah.
Call it done.
Nobody call it done. All right, well, with that, you have the rundown for next week. That's going to do it for the Aftercast. Thanks for being a potty.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.